Welcome into Off the Bench, presented by All-Star Toyota.
Ooh, you're scary.
We're bringing you the spookiest sports talk in town. With Jacob Hester and
Terrifying and terrible.
live from the haunted
Raising Cane's
studio, here's Jacob Hester and
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. And we're going to be joined now by our teammate, former number 18, Mr. Richard Dickson here on the show. What's up, Dick? How we doing?
Doing good, guys. What's going
How are
on?
you? Is he on 3? Yep. Let's try that again.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Awesome.
Hey, there we go. Look at me. I pushed the right button.
Have you ever done live radio before?
Yeah, a couple times.
Got it.
This is a little throwback. A little throwback to nighttime radio here, boss.
Yeah, it is.
Nighttime, probably the most fun on Fridays I ever had.
yeah,
was
we
doing that
did.
show. Was it this BR Social?
Yeah,
that was
Red
right.
Stick
Red
Social.
Stick
Yeah,
Social at lunch.
forgot about that.
Yeah, it was a 2-hour show.
Yeah,
And then we would
1
do
to 3, maybe
lot of
12
beers
years.
consumed.
I don't know, something
Yeah,
like that.
we just drink a bunch of beers.
Yeah,
And our families come see us, and they run and play.
Bowl and do all
that's
that stuff.
true.
after.
That was
we do that
fun.
again?
Yeah, can we do that again? Maybe. I don't know if the
fun.
morning time the same vibe.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Beers don't go down as good this early.
Well, and not to mention, it was 2019.
Was it that year?
It was that year.
Okay,
that
everything
makes a
was
lot of
fun.
sense. Everything was fun
Like
then.
Fridays were a vibe
Yeah, that's true.
in 2019.
That's true.
Oh, the good old days.
That was fun. And like it was the only time that I guess because we were doing night radio, it's like, oh, they're letting out this version of this show during the day? Oh,
The
good
best-
luck.
The best part about that night show is, me and Matt would probably get together about 5, go have a margarita or something, talk about it a little bit, then
We gotta
come
get
into the
ready.
show fresh.
You had to get ready.
Yeah, we was ready to go.
Hey, you had to loosen the lips a little bit.
Oh, you might need a Dos Equis or two after what's going on here at LSU. And look, I know you're going to be with Hanny a little bit later on, and I'm sure Hanny, lifelong LSU fan, certainly got some thoughts. But you heard a little bit of the press conference. You know what's going on as well, and we've talked about it. It's the stability right now doesn't look great. But what are your feelings?
Man, I just always have the feeling that, we might mess up. There might be an era of issues, but we always bounce back. I mean,
Right.
There's so much talent here. There's so much people that love the sport, love LSU, want it to be great, that I think it shows that when they're willing to pay $54 million after 4 years to get rid of the guy and bring in whoever we need to do.
Yeah, you're kind of in a situation where, this is LSU, and they started out that press conference by saying, look, LSU athletics is not broken. We're in a little bit of troubled waters right here. It's a little bit of turmoil, uncertainty. Change always brings in
It's really with
a little
just
bit of
foot- yeah,
unrest.
it's with
just
football.
football.
It's just football,
men's
right?
basketball obviously has to play better, but the situation that you had, that one you can kind of understand because of it, we all thought that you were going to get some sanctions. Right? So, it's just football. Now, football's the main one, to your point,
Yeah.
but it's like the athletic program isn't broken.
Well, that's why I don't like when they're saying LSU athletics. I'm like, look, it's football.
Yeah.
We won a national championship in baseball last year. Basketball's won one recently. Baseball's won 2. Gymnastics won 1. LSU athletics is great.
Yeah.
It's just we're in a 3.5-year
Yep.
hole with football.
Yeah, and football's obviously the main thing because that's the sport that mostly gets. So if football is unhealthy, everything else
Well, that's
just
the revenue
is,
generator.
It's the revenue generator, and when it comes down to it, at a state school, it's all about money, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter, we were talking about women's basketball. Awesome. It's been so great. Kim Mulkey coming here has been amazing for that sport. But even the year they won the national
They lost $2
championship,
million.
they lost almost $10 million in revenue. Just because, you got salaries, you got a bunch of coaches, you got all of this and that. So, if football's unhealthy, that overshadows every good that you can do.
Yeah,
and if football is healthy, it hides a lot of things. How many programs could we go to that were like, man, their athletic department as a whole sucks, but their football's great.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like everything else,
Yeah.
baseball, softball, basketball is all horrible.
But it also seems when football's great, other teams do really well. You know what I mean?
Well, everybody
That's where the money
benefits,
is,
right?
you know?
I know. And it's crazy to think, though, in an athletic department that is as amazing as LSU is. You look at, you had the documentaries about the NIL. You get a national championship in baseball with the guy that Scott Woodward hired. You get it 4 months ago. And then all of a sudden, how crazy football is, you lose 3 games against really good teams. And then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose.
I was talking to Hanny about this. I mean, my freshman year, we started the season 3-2. And everything. I don't remember anybody panicking. Like, nobody was freaking out. It was just, we lost the close game at Auburn.
Yeah.
And then I think we lost to Florida. But we were 3-2, and everybody was like, okay. We still go to the Sugar Bowl.
Yep. We ended that season. If there was a playoff,
we'd have been freaking
we'd have won
hot.
national championship.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to play
We
us.
killed Notre Dame and those dweebs. Nerds. Quinn and Samaj or whatever his
Yeah,
name
don't
was.
say Tom Zivikowski, though, because he was a Golden Glove boxer.
I wouldn't have messed with him. Though.
Nerd.
I forgot you have some margins on that team. That's
You're
true.
right. He is a dweeb, too.
I just remember meeting them on Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
And them, like, trying to big league us. And I was like, oh, we're going to kill you.
Yeah, I remember that exact moment as well. Yeah, you're right about that. Like, that's funny. Like, there wasn't a panic because, it's the way we lost the games, too, though. And it's the way we lost games. Like, they were hard-fought games. Yeah. And Florida won the national championship that year. And
really, that was just a bad game. I mean, I think Jamarcus had 3 or 4 picks in the game. We fumbled the kickoff on the one coming out the half. I mean, there were so many things that just
Jamarcus fumbled on the 1 yard line on first down after we were in a fullback belly. I think I thought I got in.
Why didn't you score?
I still think I did. Go back and pull up the tape, 2006. But we were like, oh, it's fine. We're first and goal from the 1, and we got a giant at quarterback. We'll just sneak it. It's fine. And he fumbled. And then Percy Harvin, I think, went the other way for a touchdown or something like that. So
everything's going to be fine. The team was stacked.
To the whole point of that, though, it's like what happened Saturday in Tiger Stadium. Like, I know for me, we lost 2 games, I believe, in Tiger Stadium my entire 4 years. Tennessee overtime on a Monday night during Katrina, and then triple overtime versus Arkansas. So both overtime losses. It's not only that you were losing games, it was the way you were losing games. Vanderbilt, you got big boyed. You got bullied by Vanderbilt, right? And you go back and you look at the Ole Miss game. Like, that game had so many things in it that you just didn't do right, and that are coaching points. And then you got ran over, and you had no answers for Texas A&M for the second year in a row. 66-13. Outside of the last drive, you had 14 yards of offense. Like, that's why, like, that was to a point of no return.
Harlan Berry averages 7 yards a carry in the first half and gets 1 carry in the second half.
Yeah, those are egregious things.
Those are egregious things.
Yeah.
Those are fireable offenses, and you got fired.
LSU hasn't looked tough in years. Like, the last couple of years, they haven't looked tough. I go back to, and this is coaching and scheme and everything, but last year's O-line had 4 guys drafted.
Yep.
I don't think we ran the ball good at all last year. Year before, I mean, the whole Brian Kelly era, we were not tough up front. I mean, we had good guys.
Which was the thing that was most surprising.
But if you go back, the only time we were good was when Jaden Daniels was scrambling. I mean,
for sure.
That's where the entire run game in the Brian Kelly era was. Outside of that, we don't have a running back that went over 1,000.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. He came from Notre Dame. Notre Dame is obviously not tough. They stink.
But you always I
say it jokingly.
But they've had offensive linemen and tight ends, and still do, that he coached there, that are still playing at a high level. And so, like, you just assume that was going to be the thing that from the get-go, like, if anything is shored up, it's going to be that, and it just never was.
But we excused a lot of things, too, because his name Brian Kelly and that he was a wingers coach. I mean, I've heard for 4 years that the dude was not around in the evenings. Like, he walked off the practice field and went home. He left it up to his coach to do everything, and we're like, oh, maybe that's the way he did it. I mean, he's a wingers active coach. I think there's a lot of things we excused and just kind of made excuses for, and we're like, okay, well, that's the way he does it. But when it's all over, I'm like, thank God, because I wanted to freaking scream every time.
So there's people here at the station that they want to know that information. Like, those are things like I didn't ever seek that information of those things. But now, like you're saying, like, you're starting to hear that. But I can tell you from experience, Matt and I went to practice this training camp. And when they called it up, we were like, what are they doing? It's like, no, practice is over. We're like, wait, what?
Is this like a mid-practice?
We thought it was like a mid-practice, like, hey, we got to turn the intensity up. Hey, we got to finish strong. And they're like, no, it's over. And we're like, the practice is over during training camp? I felt like we were out there for what, an hour and 15 minutes?
Maybe. That includes like individual periods, and it was wild.
And there were some old heads out there that we were like, hey, this is over, and they were like,
you're not dragging bodies into the shower to cool them down right now?
It was training, and of course, you're always going to have those.
You don't have 25 people hooked to an IV right now. What's going on?
You're going to have those pullback days, of course, like rest and recovery days. But we were asking around, like, is this like normal? And then they'd roll their eyes and be like, yeah, pretty normal. Anyway.
I know the game's changed. I know the sport's changed.
That's right. Like that's why we don't say it. Like that's why.
That's what I just assumed.
That's why it's not like alarming to us at the time. We're like, okay, well the game's changed. It looks more like an NFL practice. I get that. That's fine. Let's just see what the product is on the field. Maybe it's exactly what they need.
I mean, I go back to our toughest years. I mean, it's probably before 07. Do you remember when? No, it was 06 when Pelini and Jimbo got mad at each other, and we're running that scrimmage.
Oh yeah.
And then we run like a 108-play scrimmage. Then we line up and run freaking 20-something 40s because they're getting mad at each other, calling out different people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was the toughness.
It was so bad they had to apologize.
They apologized in the team meeting that night. They're like, "Hey guys, it's sorry though. We let ourselves."
We were so damn gritty.
We didn't know any better. We still ran every sprint.
Before you got here, this is back my freshman year. Matt will remember this. I mean, we had a practice. We were like in period 8. And it was training camp, old school 2-a-days, and we had a break. And during the breaks, we had like these tents that had water and Gatorade and fruit and whatever. And Coach Saban was like, y'all need to hurry up with the fruit. Hurry up with the fruit. Y'all are taking too long. Like, y'all need to go ahead and get out of here. We're ready to practice again. And everybody's peeling their oranges and doing different things. He's like, all right, blow the whistle. Start it over. And we're like, oh, start period 8 over. He goes, no. The whole effing thing, and we had to go back to the entrance
to the entrance of the field.
Jog back run back on, start warm up again, dynamic warm up, stretching, and we started the whole practice over at period 8 during training camp.
Guess what? We never took our time with the fruit after that.
Went through it quick.
That was pre my high when it was a little bit harder to get hydrated.
Yeah, I was
plums.
like,
there's a lot of plums out there.
That's when cramping was just a part of life.
Yeah, it's like, do you have any apples I can just bite into and don't have to peel?
Give you some salt pills and pickle juice.
Oh, Lord. So what do you think, bud? What do you think about the coaching search? Like, who's kind of got who's the apple of your eye right now?
Man, this is such a confusing one for me. It's not my money, and I'm thinking about money. That's the weirdest part. I'm like, oh, yeah, how you going to do this?
Not going to affect me any.
But, I mean.
The governor said it would.
Yeah, well, okay. I just don't understand. Like, okay, you can go get big names. But what is a big name going to cost? That's $130 million, in my opinion. Like $130 million. I mean, you're not getting another guy for $100 million, 10 year, whatever. Those guys are going to want 13 for 10. And so, do you go down that route? I just don't see. It's a special person. There's not a lot of Nick Sabans out there that you can come to work and get up. My alarm goes off at 5. I might hit snooze. If the worst thing's going to happen to me, I get $54 million. Like, I don't know how you motivate yourself.
Great point.
And I just don't know. Like, there's certain people that can do it, and you can go vet that and determine that you can give them the money and their work ethic doesn't change.
Jay Johnson.
Yeah, like a Jay Johnson. But I just don't know how you go give somebody these guaranteed contracts, and they're going to get up and bust their ass every day to be the best they can be.
Guaranteed contracts for somebody who's never stepped foot on this campus, other than like playing against LSU, probably, or coaching against them. So, like take for Texas A&M, for example, like Mike Elko. I think if they continue on their path, he will deserve to get a contract extension there because he's done it. They know the man. They understand.
He's put in the work. They've seen it.
Put in the work, and they'll probably, you would trust them to vet it. Like, we believe that if we give this to him, he's not going to change.
Yeah,
right.
But for a man that's never stepped foot on a campus wearing the LSU logo anywhere on their body, like, it's hard to give somebody that kind of guarantee.
They don't deserve that.
Make them earn it and then extend them. Like, there has to be like
just like players.
I mean, it's just like a player. It's just like anything in life. Like, you want to strive for. There's a goal you have in mind to be successful. And if you just get that goal on the front end, like, okay, work for it, prove yourself, and then we'll sign you to that goal.
Yeah.
Of course, compensate them.
Yeah.
Like, you got to compensate, blah, blah, blah. But, like, a guaranteed $100 million for somebody that's never put on those 3 letters is a hard one for people to swallow.
It is. And for me, like, I know we're going to get into the whole money and everything, but this whole era of football, you give a high school kid $1 million, does he understand what it takes to get there? Like, when I was in high school, I remember coming up to campus 2 weeks early to work out with the team just because I wanted to know what it's going to be like. And, like, I was running every night and just, not sleeping. I was nervous, trying to grind the whole time. And now you got kids that are getting $1 million out of high school. How many 5-star guys I signed with or played with that never touched the field?
Oh, yeah.
Those are the guys getting $1 million,
Yeah.
So, like, exactly.
more than didn't felt like.
So when I think about that, I'm like, okay, this 5-star guy, things haven't changed in recruiting.
Right.
But because he's 5-star, he's getting $1 million, and that guy might never touch the field.
Yeah. That's the times that we're in. And, man, you see it across the country, and you see it across, every, Every conference, every major team, it feels like, and we talk about it from players, but that's right. That's a great point about coaches. Like, if you know you got $54 million regardless, you might hit snooze or you might go home a little bit early, and that's why you got to find the guy. That's why you got to find your Brent Key, who I said this, and you would love him. I mean, he is like your kind of guy. The guy always looks like he's ready to fight.
Nah.
Like, even in a good situation, he looks like he's looking around, like looking to fight somebody. That's a guy that doesn't hit snooze.
Those are the guys I want to be with.
Exactly. He doesn't know what a snooze button is.
Like, okay, so, and this is a little bit crazier, but did you hear about any fights in camp this year? Like,
no.
We got in a fist fight every day.
You got to fight a little bit.
The offensive line, defensive line, we loved each other off the field. Everybody's hugs. But
Yeah.
I threw punches every day.
Yeah.
I mean,
you want to hear something funny? They had the young guys go, little Tiger Bowl, Frank's first practice.
Mm-hmm.
They brought the young guys go back.
Heard there was a little bit of a fight.
Thank you. You need that. I mean,
Let's go.
Because the amount of times I
Heard there
watched,
was a little bit of a scrum.
you got to have that. I mean, there's a little bit of bad boy you have to be a guy that I want in the trenches with me. Most of the guys that play with me, I've seen them fight. But that's the character that they had, and we were not going to let anybody beat us up. The amount of times I've seen Garrett Nussmeier get destroyed, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's okay, buddy. We're just going to pick." Like,
Dude,
that to me,
if somebody hit,
I would have shoved somebody.
if somebody hit Nuss like they're hitting him right now, like, we're fighting.
Every time. Like,
We're fighting.
I said it in pregame.
That guy doing that little dance for Texas A&M, I'm getting 15 yards.
Yeah, well, I said it in pregame. I forget which game it was.
If he'd have hit this big dope like that, I'm fighting him.
That's what I told Charlie. I said, look,
I would have gone down.
we need a couple personal fouls. Like, I don't see
Yeah.
the edginess of these guys, like, allowing
On
people
offense.
to push them around. Yes.
Like, you see Mansour Delane out there talking his talk and then walking the walk too. Like, we need that from more people.
And that's probably the most frustrating thing to me about this culture. The guys who are playing like dogs and the guys that remind me of LSU Tigers were not here last year.
When we talked to the team yesterday, who did I call out? AJ Hossey, Tamarcus Cooley, and Mansour Delane. I said, how long y'all been here? 3 months. I was like,
A couple months, they said.
a couple months. I'm like, okay, well, y'all are the dogs. Y'all
Yeah.
fight your ass off every single play. And I said it as a statement to, you don't have to be from Louisiana. You don't have to be here 4 years. They've been here 4 months.
Yeah.
And they got the right dog in them.
It's a mentality, and I just think that, wherever they came from, wherever they were still playing with that edge, practicing with that edge, preparing with that edge, and they brought it here with guys that didn't
And
have it.
you got to be put in position to kick somebody's ass, too.
Yeah.
Like, when the offensive linemen, when they're not asked to traditionally run block, what foot do you have to stand on to talk trash and then have that alpha mentality?
Yeah.
When they have to zone block in a pass set, like, what are you going to do? You're hand fighting people the whole time. You're belly bumping people. Get rid of that. Like, we did some really good things in the run game against A&M in the first half. Really good things. We kicked some ass in that thing. Okay, and so they have to get back to that to give those guys some confidence, man. I see an offense right now playing with no confidence because the play calling's been awful.
Yeah.
The game plan's been awful. Well, we're past that now.
Yeah.
Okay, we got rid of that. Okay, so fix it. Do what you did successfully in the first half of the A&M game. Nussmeier, play with confidence. Call some normal pass plays.
Call some normal concepts.
I got 100 high schools out here in Louisiana right now that are running pass plays that attack the middle of the field and stretch zones out in the middle of the field. Do that. Let your offense gain some confidence, and then you can try. Maybe they got that sway. Maybe they got that dog in them. They just haven't been able to let it out.
Yeah, I mean, get to different levels of the field.
God.
I mean, for me, when y'all break down the film, I watch the film on Sundays, and it is so frustrating. Usually, about every Saturday night, I'm very mad, and then I haven't felt good in a win this year. Like, that's when
we
you
say
know
that all the time.
It's been no fun to watch that.
You don't feel good in a win, and I have to call Matt because I got about an hour before I get on there, and I complain and whine and vet it all off before I get on there and drop a few F-bombs or something. So I got to get it out of my system. But I try to tell people all the time, this doesn't leave you. I haven't played for LSU since 2009, and I get just as mad, just as frustrated. I care just as much as I did when I was playing.
No doubt. No question about it. And that's what it should be. And that's what the person that is here needs to have. Even if they didn't play here, coach here, work here, grew up, like, I don't care. Just have that. Just have that. right? I had it for the Chargers when I got there. Matt had it for the Packers. You had it for the Lions because that's who we are. That's what we're going to be. That was our team. That was our teammates, and that's what the goal was, was to be there and to be the best we could and be the best teammate and work our ass off every single day. And that's everybody. I'm not talking to the players, talking to the coaches, support staff, everybody in that building. We saw that yesterday. Would have loved to see you. It's a little too early for you there, bud?
Well, no, Alex was throwing up. I had to take the kids to school. I was supposed to be there.
No. But I think we're going to do it I think Frank wants to do it every
Thursday,
I think.
I think it's the afternoons, though.
Afternoons, okay.
Yeah, because
go back to afternoon practice.
Well, it was bye week.
Okay,
It was bye week. They're afternoon practice.
Guys, y'all doing a lot of complaining. Y'all sound real spoiled right now.
Do not get me started on the spoiled
Y'all are
stuff.
so spoiled.
The first, when y'all first started doing morning show, how often was Matt late because he said he couldn't get out of bed?
Matt was never late.
When you, no, not,
yeah,
not
coming
the
at
new
8.
Matt.
The old Matt.
He's a grown-up now.
Yeah.
But the real Matt before that.
Don't you put that on me.
A lot.
I remember us sitting here one day.
And he came on at 8. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember us sitting here one day, and he's like, my New Year's resolution is to have my feet out the bed by 7:30.
Yeah, no, it was before 7. Feet on the floor.
All right. We got to take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from Rouse's.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommies.com, GEAUX, Tommies.com. Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Award-winning year after year after year after year after year. Also, go to GoBearded.com. They've got a great competition going on, and you can enter. I mean, it's beard.
You have less of a mustache than you used to.
Yeah. I went down. I evened it out.
Okay.
So, because I'm a grown man, and I can grow it back like in 3 days.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, no big deal.
Spoiled.
Thanks for the facial hair,
Spoiled.
Joey. But you can go enter the contest, GoBearded.com, GoBearded.com.
That's right. Go to GoTommies. If you got a project, they are the best in Louisiana. Windows, doors, siding, whatever it is. If you talk to them, if you get them to work on your project, they're going to give you a full lifetime warranty on anything that they install right there. So if you got a project, make sure you call them. I know you might get a couple of prices, might talk to a couple of different contractors. Make sure Tommy's is one of them so they can prove to you that they are truly the best. Go check out their gallery work right there. GoTommies.com.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors?
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. Want to remind you about Campus Federal Credit Union. And go to the website today. Remember, they've got different checking accounts, and they're going to have one for you. So multiple options, not just one checking account, and you hope that your needs are met. They're always going to be met over at Campus Federal, Louisiana through and through, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, and New Orleans. Go to the website today. Check out those checking accounts. Sign up for your checking account, campusfederal.org. All right, we got Dick Dickson for one more segment. So, Hanny, if he's late to Rufino's, that's on us. That's our bad right here. Hand up.
My bad.
Go ahead and raise the hand there.
That's on Richard.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Hey, someone called the store a second ago. Someone called the store to ask about Mile High. They called it Mile High when they called in, but they asked about Mile High.
I like my house. Got a good name.
Not bad.
It's
Not
actually
terrible.
really good.
Not terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said, "Can you take it every day?" Absolutely. It's a food. It is a food. It's not like it's not a supplementation. It's not like a vitamin situation. It's all about minerals. It's all about electrolytes.
Yeah.
So hydrate. Hydrate every day.
We should drink it all day at your house.
Absolutely. My kids drink 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them.
Yeah, we have a regimen we stay on for game day for sure. Yeah. We go 0 sugar during the day, then we go sugar before the game.
That's right.
Is that right? Is that we doing that right?
Yeah.
DrinkMyHigh.com. Come pick it up at Rouse's as well.
Hey, thanks for this card. Check this out.
That's so sweet.
Jake gave me this card today.
So I was looking at the
Shout out
stats.
to Troy Aikman.
And it's so crazy. Just
I know, right?
The guy that, I fell in love with football watching was Troy Aikman. And then,
Oh, yeah, you grew up in Dallas. That's right.
yeah. And then so now I'm like, I think about quarterback stats and what I think is good. I go back and watch our games. I'm like, yeah, Matt was 17 for 22 or 1hammer yards and 2 touchdowns. That was a hell of a game.
Hell of a game, kid.
Now I'm like, oh, you didn't even throw for 300.
Wait, 52% passing? Nice,
Well, look
dude.
at Troy Aikman, the Hall of Famer.
Nice, bro.
He's got a damn near 1-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio.
Yeah.
A 61% completion rating.
Which 61 back then was probably actually pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, now
career
it's not good.
165 touchdowns to 141 interceptions, and he was the greatest quarterback of all time.
Damn right he was. Career 78 concussions. Anyway, thanks for this. I do. I love my 90s Cowboys and my 90s Rangers cards.
I love that cards are coming back. Because I was a childhood deal. Like, I had binders for cards when I was a kid. And I used to have them, like, labeled by, teams and sports and everything. Yeah. And now my son's like, Dad, can you go get me some baseball cards? I'm like, let's go get 5 of them. I don't care.
Let's do it.
Awesome.
Me and Matt might dabble.
We dabble.
We dabble a little bit in sports cards. Yeah.
Anyway.
Ooh.
Y'all still trying to turn the profit on the sports cards.
Yeah, we are. I've been doing good. Matt,
it's not gambling. It's investing. But
It's investing.
That's true. You actually do get something back.
You do get something
where
back.
You don't
lose it all.
You're gambling.
Well, my son doesn't because they're all thrown underneath his bed and stuff.
That's true.
Oh, Lord. He likes the baseball?
He likes the baseball. He likes anything that, like, he likes the Lions. Like, I've been texting Kelvin. And I'm like, 'cause my son's team, we play flag, we're the Lions. And he loves being involved with that. So when I show him somebody on TV that, that I'm talking to or friends with, he gets all fired up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's why, like, my son pulled, like, an Aaron Rodgers card. I took it. I was like, hey, take a picture with it. Oh, and I sent it to him, and Aaron sends back a response or something. I'm like, hey, that's it. And he's like, what? Wait, you didn't get my good side, Dad.
All right, before we let you go, we got to get, like, your list of who you want to see. Like, it doesn't have to be getting the job. Just give me. He
texted with Kelvin.
I don't know. Give me like 3 names that if you said, okay, these 3 guys, I want them in front of that committee that we just heard. That is, was it 5 members, 5-member committee that they have, and I want these 3 names to be at least, having a conversation with them, and then they can choose the best one.
So if you're going to go pull out the checkbook and do all the things that we talked about, they're not going to do. It's a Lane type deal. I mean, I like Lane. I like his personality. I like the way he runs the offense. I don't think that's very likely. I mean, it could be. I know that he's a big name out there. I can't give you 3. It's Kelvin after that. I mean, I know he's young, only been coaching 5 years, but I know that he's a football genius. Like, I've been in the film room with him. Like, I've watched him on the field. I've watched him command the defense. I used to have to argue with him and fight him at practice because we couldn't run plays in practice because he would tell the whole defense what we're about to do. He was that type of player that he's calling, hey, they're running to the right, they're doing this, it's going to be a stretch. Like, he just knows football. And I think in this day and age, young, youthful guys that understand the game, understand the tradition, have the passion for it, are not as far away from these, these football gods that we've looked at over the years.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you see it. You've seen it at all levels. The young coach, Sean McVay, was 30 years old when he took the job with the Rams. I mean, you've seen it. You see it all. I mean, how old is Dillingham? It can't be.
Kenny's 34, 35, I believe.
Yeah. Who's the Arizona State coach is 35.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Kenny Dillingham,
and the other name people throw out is, Joe Brady, which, I like what Joe did in 2019. But people forget he parlayed that into a job at Carolina Panthers and got fired. Like, when he's been great, he had Joe Burrow and Josh Allen.
If you're reaching up to NFL coordinator, Kelvin's the answer.
Yeah,
like, if
100%.
you're, I mean, he's the answer.
Certainly because Joe Brady's not been a head coach.
No.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think Kelvin has done more with less in the NFL, whereas, Joe Brady has, he's in charge of an offense with a once-in-a-lifetime quarterback.
Yeah.
I walked into Rouse's this morning at 6:35, 6:40, and I wasn't 100% sure about if Kelvin was the right answer. I'm going to leave here a little bit more confident that Kelvin could be a guy that needs to be strongly considered. And I don't know if he's the right answer or not, but he certainly needs to be.
You have to have a conversation with him.
I mean,
I don't know who the right answer is. Let me make that perfectly clear. The Lane thing doesn't, excite me.
Yeah. But when you're talking about going and getting somebody, that's the only one. And I'm not in that book. I've known Kelvin since I was 17 years old, and I know the type of dude he is. I know how he works, and to me, it's all about come here with wherever the expectations, the passion, that I could see Kelvin not leaving that room, not leaving that building until he gets things right.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, he's certainly a name that I would have a conversation with.
I love Kelvin.
And that's who you need.
Daddy.
Like, whatever that coach is, that's what you need. You need a guy that's going to lock himself in the building until it's right. And then when it's right, he doesn't change his ways. He just continues to work at. Bryn Key, like a guy at Georgia Tech, like we talked about. I got a best friend that's on that staff, right? He called me the other night, like at 8:30, to get an update on what's going on. He's like, "What's going on down there?" One of those deals. And it was 8:30 at night, and I'm like, "I'm, watching football, watching my son. What's up?" He goes, "Oh, we just took a break." So what do you mean? He's like, "Yeah, we just took a break from third downs. We're going to go into red zone here in a little bit." It was 8:30 at night. They're in the building.
Well, I mean, think about I remember coming home. We all used to live over there down right side. And we go to a bar or go to walk-ons, and not super late, but like go have beers and headed home at 11 o'clock, and you had to drive past the stadium, and you saw all the coaches there.
Yeah.
Which you garnered respect for that. Like, we're out here, like we put in the work in the day, we
Yeah.
busted our butts. We went to go have a few beers, and I can remember, Pelini, Miles, Henson,
Yeah.
all the coaches were still there at 11 o'clock at night. Like,
Yeah.
so when I got up in the morning, I didn't feel bad that I'm tired and had to get up. Like, these guys been freaking busting their butts till midnight.
Yep, no question about it. All right, we got to let Dick Dickson go. He's got to get all the way to Rufino's to go do the show
off the
with
top of your
Hanny.
head, do you have a line pick? You want to be part of the Pontoon Parlay this weekend?
Yeah.
You got a pick?
I
Off the top of
never
your
looked
head?
at the schedule.
Well, how about you do this? How about you look at it while you're parked, not driving, wink, wink, and you give us the pick, and you just text it to us.
It can wait, bud.
All right, we'll have
I'll
as a
text
guest
you
picker.
in just a minute.
All right, we appreciate it. All right, we will step away. More OTB when we come back here live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee.
Off the bench.
centralplumbing.org, 225-925-8552, 24/7, 365, weekend, holiday, game day, does not matter. They are ready for you if you have that emergency. Not only in emergencies, if you're looking to remodel as well, they can do that at your home, at your business. Give them a call today, not only in Central, also in the greater Baton Rouge area. We are talking to you. So go to the website, see what they can do, find that number, centralplumbing.org.
That's right, centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org. The Payne family over there, they've been doing this a long time. They have seen everything that you can throw at them. They are the experts when it comes to plumbing in the greater Baton Rouge area. So if you have a project, whether it's residential, commercial, it does not matter. They can help you. They are the experts. Oh, yeah, go to their website, 24/7 emergency service, 225-925-8552, centralplumbing.org.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, hey,
What's going on?
look at us.
Look at us. Who would have
Thanks
thought?
to Dick Dickson for stopping by.
Yeah, that was fun.
It's fun, a little blast from the past, old hanging with Hester days.
It was. Enjoyed that, man. And as you know, Dick Dixon's going to be as real as they come.
Yep.
And you could tell he had a passion for Kelvin being,
I mean, I would be
given an opportunity.
I would be very in favor of that. I'm not saying that he's the perfect and the right or my first or whatever. I don't have a first. I don't have a second, third. I don't have a last. But I'm willing to hear arguments, and I'm willing to hear the passion for whoever it is. And I can tell you what I don't want. You can put your finger on it when you see it. It's hard to explain, but you can
Yeah.
you can decide what you don't want. But Kelvin would check a lot of boxes.
Yeah. And that's my whole point in trying to nominate myself or you. I don't care which one of us it is.
You should definitely be on, because you do talk like you have a relationship with all the coaches around the country because of your show, because of your platform, because you get to talk with them, and you get to see them in casual environments.
Yeah.
Like a lot of shows, it's just like, it's here's your questions you're going to answer, and these are going to get your stock answers. But you get to see them in a much more casual environment, so you get to see a different side of these coaches.
Yeah, I can see him at the hotel bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes. So I just think you need a current football mind in there because of what Matt just said. I always say in 5 minutes, I could tell you it might be 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, I can read through the BS. Mm-hmm. Right? Yep. How much of this is like authentic? Authenticity should be like 1A or 1B on what you're looking for in this next coaching hire.
Both 1A and B.
Yeah.
And 2 and 3.
How authentic are you about this job, about what it takes to be successful here? Are you going to do what it takes to be successful here? And when you speak, can I believe you? Can I trust you? Or are you just giving me big words? How many people do you know that are in this profession that just give you big words and just pat you on the head, right? That's never going to be this show, I can tell you that. But that's what it's like. Oh, they give you big words, they pat you on the head, and like make you feel like you're lesser than but because of it, right? And some of that is what the feel was, at least I think, for a lot of people. And they don't want that again. They don't want that. They want somebody that they know from the moment that they speak, that's our guy. That's our coach, and he's doing, even if it's not successful, He's doing literally everything this man can possibly do to be successful because it's his thing. It's what he cares about most. And then you can tell that within 2 minutes. If somebody's saying that they do all that, you can tell if it's authentic or not.
Yep. And you can. And if you can't tell and it sounds good, there's your answer.
There's your answer.
I think that we just went through that, right?
Yep.
Again, everything sounded great. Everything on the words was there. There's just a disconnect. And I said it yesterday. The opinion of Brian Kelly throughout his tenure, when you ask people, hey, what do you think of Brian Kelly? When people ask me, what do you think of Brian Kelly? It is, I don't know. I think good. I think good. We will see. That was the majority of the answer that was ever uttered when somebody was asked, what do you think of Brian Kelly? I think a lot of buy-in, a lot of want to, a lot of, yep, the credentials there. Got a great resume. I just don't know. I got to see it.
Yeah.
Just never saw it.
I just never had like an extended conversation. It was always very matter of fact, like professional conversation, move on. You know, like even with, you go over there with Blake Baker, it's like Blake's going to dap you up and like
No doubt.
you talk ball and you talk about life and, it's a genuine conversation. There's a lot of people in that building that are like that.
Yep.
A lot.
Not to say that Brian Kelly didn't want to win and be successful. I'm sure he wanted to, but there was a disconnect. But guess what? Guess we don't need to waste our breath on it anymore. We got Verge on the case. Anyway, just a reminder, if y'all want to see the whole press conference announcing Verge as the interim athletic director for LSU, we played it here on the show at the beginning of hour 2. It was a super long segment, obviously, because we wanted everybody to see. So you can go back and check that out. That was hour number 2 for about 20, 25-minute press conference-ish. Took a lot of good questions, kind of state of the union of where we're at, where we're going. And a lot of questions still remain. A lot of uncertainties, and certainly change does bring that. But I can tell you, Jake can tell you, from being over there at the facility yesterday, that football ops building hasn't been closer than it is right now.
Yeah.
In a while. I can't tell you because we didn't have the access, weren't there quite as much. But like what we saw from yesterday is a group of men, women that are all pointed in the same direction and all ready to roll. So I don't know what the result's going to be on the field, but I got a feeling it's going to be a lot more fun watching it.
All right, I want to tell you about Supreme Rice. You see it right here in front of me, the old Jasmine Special. That's my favorite Supreme Rice, but they got long grain, medium grain, so many different options, and you can go to supremerice.com. You can also come to your local Rouse's. Right now, we can walk out. They're going to have every single type of Supreme Rice here, your local AG food stores as well, but you can do it online. And it's gumbo weather, right? And every good gumbo has the perfect rice, and that's exactly what Supreme Rice is going to be. It is Louisiana through and through. Crowley, Louisiana, man, you go to that town, and it is Supreme Rice everywhere because they care about Louisiana, and it is right here, homegrown, supremerice.com. All right, so we'll take a break. When we come back, a little Pontoon Parlay. We didn't have time for what's the ticket today, but I'll tell you this. The lowest ticket in the top 25, Louisville at Virginia Tech.
17.
$6.
$6?
Louisville at Virginia Tech, $6 gets you into the game.
Wow.
The highest ticket in the top 25 this weekend, Oklahoma at Tennessee, $259.
Okay.
That's a big stadium for $259.
Yeah.
That's 6 figures, right? Over 100,000 kneeling. Yeah. Oof, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of doll hairs there, Bo.
Yep. That's Oklahoma going there to get one of the most expensive. Most of the games at home have been one of the cheapest for Oklahoma.
That's
which is
true.
Wild, right?
That is true. That's a good point. So, yeah, highest ticket, Oklahoma at Tennessee, $259.
$6. Now, that's like a third of a beer.
$6. And Louisville's like good. And Virginia Tech Stadium atmosphere, Lane Stadium, it was rocking last week, and they won. So, I don't know, $6. $6 gets you into that game. Louisville, certainly a team to pay attention to. Jeff Brom? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. All right, we'll take a break. Our last break of the show. We'll wrap it up with a little Pontoon Parlay here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. Buying new, leasing, renting, everything is available. No matter what you're looking for, they have got you covered. Midsize SUV, they got multiple options. Full-size SUV, they got the Sequoia, they got the Sienna minivan, they got the Tundra, Tacoma if you're looking for a truck. Whatever you're looking for, whatever your needs are, they're going to be met over at All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com. Go to the website today.
That's right. If you are in the market, maybe you're ready for an upgrade. Maybe you got about $200,000 on the car, and it's just that time of life where it is time just for a new vehicle, new set of wheels. So if you want something safe, you want something efficient, you want something cool, make sure you go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge, right there on the airline near Goodwood. Check them out. You can get anything, whether you're market for a brand new car, a used car, maybe it's a long-term lease that you want to get set up. Per day rentals, they do that. Anything on the lot is available for per day rentals. Go check them out. See everything on the lot on their website. Start that trade-in process on your current vehicle right there. All-Star Toyota of BatonRouge.com.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
To everybody that be living it up, we say.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from Rouse's on Burbank and Lee. I'm going to throw it right back to studio. Alondra and Tay with their Pontoon Parlay picks for this week.
All right, so I know that I was on a heater at first, but after we acknowledged the heater, my last, 2 or 3 picks haven't done too well. So I feel like I just need a little base hit here. Just put the ball in play. And Vanderbilt has never failed me any time that I have bet on them. The line has moved from 2.5, what it was yesterday, to 3.5. So, again, Texas, I don't know why they're the favorite. I guess because they're at home, but they've got a lot of people injured. Arch may not play. So I'm going to go Vanderbilt to cover minus 3.5 plus 3.5 versus Texas.
All right, Utah is a really good team. Rice Eccles is such a hard place to play, but they got Cincinnati coming in 7-1. Brendan Sorsby looking like one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Utah very well could win this game. However, the Utes are a 10.5 point favorite. Give me Cincinnati plus 10.5 on the road against Utah.
All right, I like both of those picks.
He'd be looking like one of the best quarterbacks. Like that. Alondra, great pick, by the way. I mean,
that was a great pick. That was.
I just don't understand it.
Definitely eye hustling that one myself. Great job. Great picks. I like both those picks. All right, Matthew.
I'm going to head up to Knoxville.
Knoxville?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the big SEC game of the week. We got Tennessee hosting the Oklahoma Sooners. I'm taking Tennessee minus 2.5. I think at home, that crowd, I think it's going to be an electric situation. Oklahoma, I think you've been fool's gold for a little bit. You got a really good defense, all right? You got a good defense. I get it. I just think they've been a little bit of fool's gold this season. Good team.
What'd you get that at? What number?
Tennessee minus 2.5.
Tennessee minus 2.5.
Versus the Sooners.
Okay. $259 to get into that game, by the way. Just a reminder. Highest ticket in the top 25 this weekend. All right, I'm going to go to a Pac-12 game.
Come on.
And so that means it's only one set of teams that could be going against each other because there's 2 teams. So
it's a classic matchup.
I am going to go Washington State, Wazoo, minus 3 against Oregon State in the first of 2 matchups. Remember, they play each other twice.
A double round robin.
Because they're the only 2 teams in the Pac-12. So they'll play this week on the road, then they'll play the final game of the year at Wazoo, which is just so funny to me in college football.
Okay, so they're at home?
They're on the road this one.
Okay,
they're on the road this one. But Oregon State is bad. Oregon State has not won a game in a long time. I think they have maybe 1 win on the year. And Wazoo's actually been playing pretty well. Like Wazoo took Ole Miss to the wire. They took Virginia to the wire. Those are 2 top 15 teams. They're 4-4 on the season. And Oregon State's just a complete dumpster fire. I'm trying to look. No, they don't have a power. No, they don't have an FBS win. They have an FCS win against Lafayette, not ULL. No, Lafayette of the FCS, but that's it. So they were 0 for their first 7.
But they have scored at least 24 points against the FBS opponent, right?
That they did. that they did. They did it against.
We're still looking to do that.
We got 25 last week.
Oh, did we? Never mind.
Yeah.
Take that back. I stand
late,
corrected.
That late touchdown that they had, that was definitely meaningful. All right, give us a rundown of the Pontoon Parlay.
All right, we got Vandy plus 3.5 at Texas. Wild line there. Absolutely wild line. Cincy plus 10.5 at Utah. Tennessee minus 2.5 at home versus this Oklahoma Sooners. Washington State traveling to Oregon State minus 3.5. Washington State minus 3.5. There we go. Ain't no guess.
That's what it's going to be. All right.
Guess no party bars today.
Look, let's put it together in text.
Yep.
Just quick.
We can do quick. Go ahead. Go ahead, Lunch, if you got it. We got a minute.
Okay, I was talking to Taylor about this earlier. Saints to cover versus the Rams. The line's pretty big. It's 14.5. Taylor.
Yeah, I'm going to take the 49ers to cover the 2.5. They're a 2.5-point road favorite over the Giants, but they're getting healthier and healthier. McCaffrey looks good. I'll take the 49ers covered 2.5. Just covered 2.5.
Matthew.
All right, I'll take the Bears plus 2.5 versus the Bengals.
I'll take the Colts minus 3.5 against the Steelers.
There we go. We nailed it.
Boom.
I don't remember what we said, but we nailed it.
But we'll figure it out. We'll put it out there. It will be on social media at OTB_ESPN. Give us a follow on all platforms. We love you.
Smash the like.
We thank you. Like, all that stuff.
Yeah, have a great weekend, too. A little stress-free.
A little
just
stress-free.
football watching.
Kick your feet up.
Hey.
Enjoy some ice cold Dos Equis.
Enjoy some trick-or-treating, too.
Enjoy some trick-or-treating. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Off the bench